Hello all. I'm doing my informative speech on the rules of softball. Softball became a sport in 1887 at a Harvard and Yale football game. There, they took a boxing glove and they tossed it underhand and started hitting it with the end of a broomstick. From there, they turned it into a game, but most people think it started from baseball, but it really started just as a football game. That was on Thanksgiving Day, and they playfully just started playing, and then from there it became a sport. It started with men, but now it is widely known as a women's sport. There's two types of softball. There is fast pitch, and there's also slow pitch. Fast pitch is what I'm mostly going to be speaking on. There are 9 people on the field for softball. There is a pitcher, a catcher, a first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, third baseman, left field, center field, and right field, which is 9. There is 2 spectrums of softball, just like baseball. There's a offense and a defense. The offense is hitting. You score by hitting from the pitcher who pitches the ball, and you hit and you run from first to second to third to home, and once you hit home, you score a run. And whoever has the most runs at the end of the game wins. The defense is considered the people on the field. The people on the field, like I said earlier, were the 9 players that are out there. The basic skills of the game include hitting, catching, throwing, and pitching. Pitching is a big aspect of the game. It is, like I said earlier, how you score runs. It's how they end up scoring runs, is from hitting from your pitching. Pitching is a little bit different in softball than it is in baseball. The ball is much bigger, just like this right here. It's much bigger. It's normally a 12-inch or 11-inch. And it's a motion that goes up and goes through. And 2 feet have to be on the floor at all times. There is certain ways to pitch, different ways, but most of the time they do it from the 2 feet on the mound, and then you push off the mound with 1 foot, and then you go up into an X position. Once you're in the X position, you come through and bring your foot all the way through and finish. There are many different pitches that you can pitch, just like there's in baseball, but you cannot do some of the same pitches because it's a different motion. But the good thing about pitching in softball is that it's a natural motion. So you can pitch as many pitches as you want to. But in baseball, on the other hand, you can only pitch a certain amount of pitches because it can end up being really bad for your arm. The bases are also different than they are in baseball. They are 60 feet apart from each other, which is different because in baseball it's 90 feet. When you play softball, there is definitely different levels of it. First, you can play t-ball like there's baseball, and then you can move up to coach pitch, and then there goes to high school ball, which is a lot like baseball too. And then they have it in college, which a lot of people strive for that plays in high school. Once you hit college, there isn't really much of a choice after that, but there is a women's USA team, which travels around the country, but also around the whole world. It used to be included in the Olympic Games, but it recently got taken out. That and baseball did, but a lot of people are trying to petition to get it back. I personally played it myself, and I can say that everyone that plays it has a lot of fun. And it's not just a girls' sport now, it's also men and women, because they have slow pitch leagues, which men play in, and it's become very, very, very competitive. A lot of people say, oh, it's called softball, so it must be soft, but this doesn't look too soft. This is also the glove that you would use, which looks much like a baseball glove, but it has a bigger net here to catch the ball so you can catch it. That is all that I really have to say about softball. Like I said, the rules are a lot like baseball, and there is the game itself teaches you a lot of discipline, and it's really just a great sport.